Hello everyone and welcome to Rod's Homestead. Right, hey everybody. It's Thursday. I'm here at the homestead. It's a nice day out. As you can see, the sun's just shining bright there. But it's cool. It's only 9 degrees. Not a whole lot of wind, but enough that it's blowing the leaves off the trees, which is pretty to see. I'm gonna get to work here. I got some of this wood piling to get done if I can, but I've noticed that pile over there will get full pretty quick, so I'm going to start cleaning up in here, get all that picked up so I can use those little trees in there to pile this wood as well. So that's a start. It's something that has to get done anyway. So yeah, I'm going to work on that. I've noticed there's still some wasps flying around, even though it's a cooler day, but not as many. So I'll be careful. I'm going to get in there and get that done. Okay guys, this is what I got through so far. So got up to these trees in here, but that's a full tree on the ground going there, and that other big one's on it. I can trim it up a little bit, but the branches are tiny on that, what's left in there, so the whole stump could come out if, you know, I can get to it. I'm gonna trim down these trees. I do have like that one, say, hang on, I gotta step over this. Okay, I got that one. And that one I could put a pile in here. I can go up between those two in there. And maybe the back two over there. It's going to lean this way a little, but just push it back. And yeah, there's not a whole lot out front because there is this big dip in here. I wonder why all these branches were in here. See? So those had fallen some time ago, but once you get that cleaned out, it's just a little gully, I guess, where water sits. Can't really put anything in here at all between these trees. This here is going to lean too forward, so I thought maybe those ones over there, and then that way back in there. But then I go this way, and let's see. Again, this is that gully, and there's 3 big trees in there now, in that gully laying down. So I don't really need to get into a rush and clean that up because I can't really pile the logs in there or the wood. So I step over here. Let's see. I have the one that's there, but these other pine here, that's not pine, poplar, they're pretty small. So they're not really going to hold anything. Then we go over here. Dead logs again on the ground. Not much I can do in between these 2 big trees too far. Gullies. So I don't have a whole lot of spot in this area to be able to pile any wood. Like if I get up in there, it looks like I can, back in there. But then again, you got this valley to get up over, and yeah. So option of piling more wood this way doesn't seem like it's going to work as good. I got a couple, 2, 3 spots. I still have these over here. Not many. I might have to start going that side. That's just this. Wow. Okay. Because we did take that pile that was here behind the maple and threw all that wood this way. And I thought it wasn't going to be such a big valley in here where it would just fill up with water. Oops. So, yeah. Well, can start hauling it to that side, I suppose. Means I touched this wood once too many. It's not really in our way for the build. The build's going here anyway. But I can pile as much as I can for now. Start throwing that way. I still got that whole pile to pick up, but I think it would be easier when the trailer's parked there than it would be way over there. That's like too long of a walk. But I have this little bit here left that I pulled out to get into the trailer. And I think I'm pretty much cut up in this corner for brush. Yeah, so I think I pulled what I needed out of here for brush. We have all this wood. I don't know. It has to go somewhere. For now, it's okay. But one of our later projects, I suppose. So, yeah, I think I'm done in here for now until these bigger pieces get cleaned up. So there's still some branches on that. Too hard to clip with my clippers. Chainsaw has to do that. So, yeah, I think I'm going to head this way and start cleaning up what's in there. Yeah, I think that's my option. I did pretty good in this corner. Not terrible. A couple more branches, but there's wood on them. Can't get them out. Right on. Another step, right? So I got that area cleared out here in front of the wood that had all those branches in the way. And I started moving this way and thinking, oh, there's not a lot of room to pile wood, but a little bit further over here, I started picking up these branches, and look at that. It's level in here. I can pile wood all over if I wanted to too now. The pile's right there, just beyond these little ones. Right here. Wow. Lots of room. So just got to clear up the ground and the branches off the trees, clean it up, have the little sections. I can get half this wood in here if I must, no problem. And then, you know, even later on, it's flat enough that it could take a shed, right? Yes, this is pretty good. A lot of little trees in here to pile wood around. This is perfect. So I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to take a break because I've been going all this time. Here we go. Yeah. Look at that. So next I'll go in there with the snippers and start clipping down some of the branches so I can move around in there. Spots where I'll pile wood so I don't get poked in the head. Right? Hey, that's pretty good. This will work. Definitely. There we go. I cleaned up inside there. I snipped the trees, got the branches out of the way. There's some still on the ground. A little bit more of a cleanup, but that's just the small stuff now. There's lots of room, a lot of trees in between to pile wood. That'll work. I like it. All right, I made it back here to these two large pines right here. I got through this here. This pine here, I believe, is coming down. I don't think we're keeping him. He's kind of in the way. Look at that. I got a pile going on there and a pile right here that was kind of already here. I just started piling on it. But once that gets chopped down, it's like an old dead one. Could probably just break it up. We got the spot back here between that and that to do wood pile right there. Look at that. We'll move that stump. It's probably easy. So yeah, there's a good spot here and then a couple more that go this way. So got back here, the other spot for all this wood on this side. All this here that'll get cut up. We'll be able to go in here. Yeah, there's a couple of spots right there, and over here. So everywhere around here will have a spot. There's the other one over there that I cleaned out. Kind of a glare from the sun, sorry. But yeah, it's coming together good. I think my day's almost done. I'm just gonna finish this little bit of cleanup in here so I can walk better and get it, trim these a little bit, and that'll be it for today. Okay guys, I have one more thing I want to show before I'm done. I'm here where I just cleaned in those trees there to pile wood. But I'm going to take you for a walk up in there, up around these trees here. And I'm going to show you something Rod and I found. All right. A little bit of a mess of trees to get through here, but we're cleaning, right? We're getting there. So I'm going to get in through here. All right, right up here beside this big maple tree that's sitting here all alone. I noticed it was kind of opened, so I asked Rod to come with me for a walk. Didn't want to wander in here by myself first. So he came with me. Oh, I got stabbed by a tree. And check it out. Oh my God, eh? Check this out. It's a nice opening. Looks like there's a trail going through there. But we walked over here. I wanted to really look in behind the cedar tree and see how big it was and stuff like that. So we came in over here. There's a cedar tree. Look at that. Isn't he nice? So right here is a maple on this side of them. These two big, massive, I guess 4. It looks like. Look at this. Yeah, ain't that huge? 4 big maples. It's like twisting up there. This one here broke off at one point. There's the rest of it, it looks like. And there's the cedar. He is like one big, massive trunk. Look at that. That is beautiful. Gorgeous. So here's another broken limb leaning on the... I'll pull that out eventually. See? And beside that one is a huge pine tree. Is that pine? Could be. Yeah, pine. And not sure if we're going to keep him there because I want this cedar tree to get massive. Like, look at him. He's beautiful. Gorgeous, in good shape. And since there's been a problem with the pine trees, I wouldn't mind that being gone. Not a bad deal, really. It'll open up. He's not very far, but, you know, it'll look nicer. Look at that. There's another massive one right here. Another huge pine. Huge. I love this cedar. That's beautiful. Clean up all these little pines underneath him so he can survive and be healthy. Get them all out of the way. And over here, as you come in right here, I went around the rock, by the way. Look at this rock. Nice, right beside the maple. There's that multi-maple, I'm calling it. I'm gonna take this little dead pine out. He's trying really hard, but yeah, I'll take him out. Make the rock open. That would be so nice coming up in here. It'll be gorgeous. Blue jays in the tree. And then look at that. It is open in here. Like really lots. Wow. Like wow. This is awesome. It's all flat through here. Goes quite a ways. It's clean. Look at. Wow. This is just awesome. I'm loving it. This is all up on the ridge from where our site is, just up a bit. And then it goes all flat. Rod says to me, oh, what about a house in here? Oh my God. Now. But I'm not changing my mind again because still, we can utilize this little area here as, I don't know, a sitting area, sheds, our fire area. Like, it's open here. This is really nice. We just got to take out that dead pine here. And that'll open this right up lots. Wide open all around the outside rim here of trees. Like that. Way over more. Way over. Up to that maple. Beautiful maple. All the way into here. And then another little opening over there. It's like beautiful in here. It's gorgeous. I'm pretty sure we can do something with this. Like, guarantee it's not a lot of cleanup. There's not a lot of small cluster brush in here. It's beautiful. Like, look it. Wow. Yeah, I love it. Just another spot that's, oh my God, so much opportunity. So much can be done. I love it. And this is how I got in here, right here. Look at that. And then it just keeps going over there. And then it gets a little bit more brush, a lot more growth. But all in here, I can't get over how beautiful this is. It's gorgeous. Yep, we're gonna do something here. Any suggestions? I'm thinking of a fire pit and a little gazebo and somewhere to sit up here and enjoy ourselves. Yeah, one of those maybe. Or do we do shed? Our garage is going out the other way, but this is kind of up. Once you get up here, you want to sit down, right? Oh, wow. A little bit of brush here to clean up on the ground. To get in here all nicely, but that's nothing. That's like nothing. This is great. I love it. Oh, yeah. We're going to use this. Another big rock. Definitely going to use this. This is wonderful. Look at. Here it is again. And then it starts to go downhill a little bit here. Goes down. But then where I cleaned up, just over here, you can see in there, comes out in there. So really, it looks awesome. A lot of room in here. Lots of room. Let's take a step over there. Look at that. It does look like a trail, huh? Yep. We made trails all the way around back here. You never know. It's something, for sure. I love it. Like, I love it. Lots of maple up in here. Lots. So right in there. Right around all those trees. Big round circle. It's amazing. And there's our site down there. All right, going back there. So this is the last of the brush that has to be cleaned up. I started a pile right here. I filled the trailer there. Cleared out all over there. Just got this left to do. Well, and it'll be totally cleared here. Move the wood. Excellent. All right, Saturday evening. Burning brush. 3 loads here. We're getting through it pretty good. And one more in the trailer. Look at that. Okay guys, this is Sunday evening. We're at the homestead. Rod's been working here today and he cleaned up a lot of this brush right here. He took down a tree over here. It's gone. He cleaned up all that brush on the ground. Picked up a whole lot of wood and moved it. Look at that. Wow, we just have this little bit here. That won't take long. And then we'll work in here because we talked about where the willow tree is going to go, the weeping willow. And we think right here in this little crevice right here. This maple got damaged enough that maybe he should come down. And that'll give a lot of space for the weeping willow between that maple and these tiny pines. And he'll have tons of room right here, which will be perfect because the house will be here. So the back of the house is going to end kind of like there, right across where the sun is shining. So that'll be the back of the house right there. And then we'll have this here as a small yard and then weeping willow. And the weeping willow will help just make this look beautiful. That's all. Yep. I think that'll work there for sure. Right here. So this here area needs to get cleaned. Weeping willow is coming in on Thursday this coming week. So he can only last in the pot for maybe another week and we have to get him in the ground. It's going to get too cold. He needs to establish his spot. So that's going to be it right here. Yeah. I'm loving it. So we got all cleaned in there. Look at that. Let's walk over that way. Got a few of these little twigs here to cut up, but they're just now getting exposed from all these trees getting out of the way. This was like massive full. I couldn't walk here. Yeah. All right. Over here. Look at that. So now you can get right through here. I don't have to climb over that tree anymore and all those wicked sticks. It's all cleaned out. We're going to pile the wood across there. That's going to be one of the pile zones. That will be all this wood coming in here. It should fit there, all that. And then all what's over there is going to go up that way. And all wood, some of that will go up that way too, but the other rest will go that way. Pretty sure that's how it's working. And then right here where I'm standing, this is house. This is the house spot right here. So there is a deck that goes right around the house except for in the back. I believe our front deck's going here now instead. It's a nicer, it just seems to be a nicer view coming in and looking at a house this way than sideways, right? I mean, nice to have our front porch there, but then I have to open up a lot of space and I just want a view. I don't want all the trees gone. Yeah. So, front here, right between the two maples. It'll start about here. Go right across here, the porch. Porch will go that way. Half a porch on this side. And it'll end back there around that stump right there, right by Ron. Should end around over there somewhere. Maybe just behind it. Somewhere around there. Pretty sure we did a little bit of a measurement, so that's not terrible. And then that'll be backyard after we clean that up. That'll look nice. And then we'll have the trail going up over there to the sitting area where we're going to make a fireplace. Beautiful little area. Maybe put a hot tub up there. Right, Ron? Oh, great place to have the hot tub. Yeah. Yeah, we want one that heats by wood, so perfect. With all the wood pile here. Hot tub right there. Oh, yeah. I wonder. I know someone who has a wood splitter that we can borrow to get those pieces of wood small for the firewood stove. So over here now, not too much different here. Not a lot, just more wood added. And same here, we have a pile here that's going to start getting piled back in here, right in there, see? Where we cleared it before, so that's going in. And we have another pile going on over here. So a lot of the wood that was piled in here, Rod took in the back of the side-by and piled it here. So that looks nice, eh, up along our trail. Isn't that nice? I love it. So we're going to have a couple in there too, around my grandson's play structure. It just looks neat and nice. And easy access to take it and, yeah, put it, after split, put it in our covered shed that's going to be back in here. So that'll be really good. This is working for us. Yeah, another weekend. A lot more done. Plus we did all that burn last night. We got through 2 trailer loads. We got 3 more over there now. But that's something I work a lot on during the week. I work on a lot of the smaller brush. And then Rod comes in here and does a major haul. Right, Rod? Look at that. That's all we have left right here. Yep. So I'll work on that.
Yeah, I just want to cut up a couple of these stumps after you're done.
All right, we're going to do our last little bit of stuff here, and then that's it for today. Okay, guys, this is next. This tent's coming down. Rod started it. So it's pretty much emptied almost. A few things we just have to move around. We do have a trailer for outdoor storage. That little one right there. Here, I'll show you. That one. So this is coming down. That'll be done. So we'll be all cleared out and look nice and neat after. Yeah. Okay, guys. That's unloaded. Piled there. That's a pretty big pile. Look at that. It's growing. That's about a day's burn right there, for sure. So we got all that done. Rod's going to get the side-by to move the trailer now. And we also got the tent down. Look at that. Does that look good? It's down. That tarp, we drooped over the trailer there because it was wet. So it needs some time to dry. But look at that. What a difference. You gotta love it. Right? Look at that. So it's all down now. It's where it was. Opens right up. Nice path all the way through. Look at that. So, yeah. Getting ready for another load. All right, guys, that's the end of this week's video. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you again. Bye for now.